Question, the member from Ottawa Centre.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is for the Minister of Health and Long-Term Care. On Friday, we heard that the list of priority groups eligible to receive the H1N1 vaccine is being expanded to include all children aged 13 and under and adults 65 and over with underlying health conditions. Speaker, this is welcome news for parents in my riding who have been anxious to get their children vaccinated. They urgently want to protect their families from the spread of this virus. The expansion, however, does not include children over 13, the kids in high school. This could prove to be inconvenient for families who have children in both elementary and high schools, as they would not be able to take them to get their vaccine at the same time. Minister, please explain to the families in my riding and throughout Ontario why only children 13 and under have been added to the priority group at this time.
Thank you, Speaker. The member is right. We want to protect Ontarians from H1N1 as quickly as we possibly can. However, Speaker, as long as the supply of vaccine that we're getting from the federal government is limited, we simply must roll out our vaccination program in phases. This strategy ensures that those who need the shot the most get it first. Speaker, I think every parent in this province can agree we want to protect our kids from H1N1. That's why we've recently announced that we are opening up the vaccine program to all kids aged 13 and under. The decision was made based on available supply of vaccine. We don't yet have enough to vaccinate children of all ages, and we need to protect young children who are most at risk. Speaker, I certainly understand the concerns of parents who want to vaccinate all their kids, and I can assure them that as we get more supply, we will roll out the vaccine to more groups, including older children.
Supplementary.
Thank you, Speaker. I know that Ontario's parents will be relieved to know that their children can be now immunized against the flu starting this week. But, Speaker, Ottawa has a vaccine shortage and has temporarily stopped public clinics until it receives more vaccine, which is worrying for many of my constituents. Parents in my riding will want to get their children vaccinated, but they can't do that if the clinics are not open. There are also still others in the priority group who have not received their vaccine yet. I understand that Ontario receives the vaccine from the federal government and that we will get more very shortly. Speaker, my question for the minister is, has this vaccine been received yet, and when will Ottawa's portion be delivered so they can restart clinics for our kids and other priority groups to get protected from H1N1?
Minister.
Speaker, this week Ontario's allocation of vaccine is 414,000 doses of the adjuvanted vaccine, and we have hopes that we will get an additional 272,500 later in the week. Mr. Speaker, we have received the bulk of the 414,000 doses, and workers at the government pharmacy are busy repackaging the vaccine for distribution today. I do understand the concerns of the member and the parents in his riding. It's unfortunate that Ottawa was short on supply and had to temporarily stop the public clinics for a couple of days. But I am pleased to be able to report that we're shipping out 30,000 doses to Ottawa this morning, and we'll be shipping more vaccine to Ottawa as soon as we get it, hopefully more this week. Mr. Speaker, I'm hopeful that with this supply, Ottawa will be able to restart their public clinics as soon as possible and begin to immunize children. In the meantime, of course, many parents are...
Thank you. New question, the member from